Say you have about $40,000 to spend on a new electric car. Despite a recent spate of compelling choices popping up at that price point, Tesla's entry-level Model 3 sedan is the elephant that won't leave the room. Among EVs that are reasonably affordable and offer decent range while not looking incredibly dorky, cheap but sad-looking Chevy Bolt and big battery Nissan Leaf, it is the benchmark others are judged by. With 272 miles of EPA estimated range and that darn useful supercharger recharging network making it a palatable first EV for most. Plus, like it or not, most average consumers think Tesla is a luxury brand, further complicating the efforts of mainstream yet similarly priced competitors such as the new Hyundai Ioniq 6, Polestar 2, and even the cheaper Bolt. This remains true as Tesla rolls out its updated 2024 Model 3, codenamed Highland, which promises mild price increases over today's version, which at this writing starts at $40,380, along with slightly more driving range. Oh, and it wears fresher, more attractive styling and gets a total interior overhaul that possibly brings the cabin quality in line with Tesla's perceived luxury positioning. It's massively improved and finally deserving of its first-choice deference among would-be EV buyers. But is it good enough to convince fence-sitters who think of going electric but aren't sure if they can go all in on anal electric car? To find out, we pitted the entry-level new 2024 Tesla Model 3 with the shorter-range battery and rear-wheel drive against Toyota's equally new gas-electric, plug-in Prius Prime. Like the 3, the Prime is much better than its predecessor, now looking cool and offering enough electric-only driving range to viably help owners avoid gas stations nearly indefinitely. Of course, should the battery run out or should an owner decide to cross the country, there's a refueling network that'll make Tesla's superchargers blush, those aforementioned gas stations. No hunting for working chargers, no range anxiety, no extra time spent on the road because recharging added hours to your journey. It's an EV when you want it to be and a regular car when you don't. Beyond its new styling on every body panel save for the rear quarter panels and the door skins, the new Tesla Model 3 features revised suspension tuning and acoustic glass throughout. The result is a much quieter, more refined drive. Big credit goes to the new frequency-selective dampers, which passively adjust their valving based on the speed and severity of the wheel's trip over a bump or pavement crack. Potholes, speed bumps, and expansion joints? The Model 3 rounds them all off with an upmarket hump that's more heard than felt, at least most of the time. There's still some firmness in the way the rear suspension goes over certain sharper impacts, and at times it can still feel like it's hitting the suspension bump stops, but on the whole, this is a different riding 3 than the old version, which tended to constantly crash loudly over broken pavement while letting in a ton of wind and road noise. Tesla hasn't changed the 3's batteries or motor, or, in the all-wheel drive dual motor example, motors plural, so the expected gains in driving range over the old standard range, single-motor cars' 272-mile EPA estimate are owed to improved aerodynamics. Final figures are forthcoming, but we expect a modest EPA improvement to 280 to 290 miles. The new bumpers and headlights fit together better, literally, the gaps are tighter, and front-end body sealing is much improved, helping the 3 to cut through the air better while using less energy. Cutting through the air was a big driver of the new Prius look, if the wedge shape and aggressive tail-end body creases didn't give that away. Unlike before, the plug-in Prime and the regular Prius hybrid look virtually identical. That's a good thing, because every new Prius wears shockingly attractive styling, with barbed headlights, a lay-down windshield, sinewy body lines, and full-width taillights. It's futuristic and different, where every earlier Prius has been different in merely awkward or odd ways. As on the regular Prius, the Prime upgrades its gas engine from a 1.8-litre i4 to a bigger 2.0-litre four-cylinder. Along with a new drive motor and lithium-ion battery, the Prime enjoys a huge boost in power from 121 horsepower to 220 ponies combined. Yes, it's much quicker than before. Electric-only driving range rises, too, from 25 miles before to up to 44 miles. When operating as a hybrid, its EPA combined fuel economy rating is a massive 52 miles per gallon. On electrons, it's still efficient, with up to 127 miles per gallon E, not far off from the earlier rear-drive Model 3's 132 miles per gallon E. To fill the Prime back up, you can visit your local Dino Juice dispensary or any 120-volt household power outlet or 240-volt level 2 hookup. Go with the latter, and your expected charge time is 4 hours. Go with the former, and you'll wait overnight, about 11 hours. It seems almost absurd to line up a Prius alongside anything vaguely desirable, let alone a more expensive Tesla. But the new Prime's eye-catching appearance is enough to make it seem worthy of sharing a photo with the Model 3. Price-wise, our competitors are nearly dead even, mostly because the Toyota tested here came in the highest trim level offered and fully loaded, for an MSRP of $43,703, pretty much dead on with where we expect final pricing for the new Model 3 RWD, sans options, to land. Of course, our Model 3's not final price is inflated by optional full self-driving, FSD, Tesla's ambitiously named, ambitious software that helps the sedan navigate highways and even city streets on its own, but under driver supervision. On the outgoing 3, this feature, which still isn't ready for prime time and is technically in beta, meaning customers are testing it in real time, on public roads, costs $12,000. Our recommendation? Skip it. You can always add it later, likely for more money, but it's too buggy and spooky to use today. The standard autopilot lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control work as great or better than most competing systems and are included in the base price. It all works slicker than even Toyota's, also standard, lane keep and adaptive cruise features. Other notable features include the Prime's optional rooftop solar panel, which can add a full charge in a while. It's a bit gimmicky, but the $610 panel can add some range, a few miles here and there, when the Prime is parked in sunny locales, and it even contributes to powering accessories when the vehicle is driving, easing the battery's burden. Toyota gives drivers 3 Regan levels to choose from, each with successively greater engine braking effect, such that you can nearly drive the Prime without using the brake pedal. The thing is, adjusting these levels requires diving deep into the gauge cluster display menu, and only when the Prime is parked. Tesla offers a single Regan tune, strong, though it's admittedly one of the best one-pedal actions on the market.